Well, good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday, March 3rd. I'm Casey Mason, bringing you some of our top headlines from this morning's newscast here today. If you weren't able to join us on 14 News Sunrise, don't worry. We've got what you need to know right here on our stream show. We're kind of meeting you guys where you're at. Maybe you're getting up, getting at 'em, getting ready to head out the door to school or work today. Meteorologist Byron Douglas, of course, is going to bring us everything you need to know as you get out there. We are tracking some storms and potential showers here across the tri-state, as well as a nice warm-up this afternoon as well. We're talking highs into the 70s, but we'll let Byron Douglas tell you more here in just a few minutes. Stay tuned. But now we're going to get to some of those top headlines here today. Starting with some big news we've been following for a while now. We're going to go ahead and show you guys some of this video here happening today. You're actually invited to chime in on the tolling situation that is now being considered for that new Ohio River Crossing Bridge project there. Now, members of the Ohio River Crossing Tolling Group, they are expected to meet at their office in Henderson. Now, that meeting is taking place at noon, and the office there is going to be located on Barrett Court. You can also just watch that meeting online. There's going to be a link and a password that you guys will need for that, and we have all that information over on our website, 14news.com. To another headline we want to get to you guys today. We're talking about Ivy Tech this morning. They are actually teaming up with Deaconess Health to offer students a new learning opportunity here. Now, what they're doing is they're going to have a certified clinical medical assistant program that's going to be kicking off on May 26th. Now, what they're doing with this 10-week program is it's going to be held at Deaconess's Midtown campus, offering students just hands-on clinical experience. Graduates will be qualified to work in hospitals, clinics, and doctors' offices as well, performing both clinical and administrative duties.
Opportunity because there's really no substitute for that type of hands-on learning, and so to have that close proximity to all of that kind of learning is going to really put them at a much better place coming out of the training program, to be confident that they're able to do whatever their patients need and be an immediate part of the care team.
All right, so that program there may be free, actually, for those that are qualified through Indiana's Next Level Jobs Grant. Registration is now open, and we do actually have a link to apply for that over on our website, 14news.com. All right, one more quick headline we want to let you know about here today. Just a reminder, of course, it is that time of year again. Several statewide tornado drills are going to be happening this week. The Illinois drill is set for this morning here in just a couple hours at 10 o'clock Central Time. Meanwhile, we've got Kentucky set for tomorrow morning. That one is at 9:07 Central Time. Just another reminder that this is going to include your NOAA weather radio, local TV and radio stations all partaking in this. However, your phone will disregard this though, because again, it's just a test. Also, a heads up for all of our Hoosiers, the Indiana statewide tornado drill. That one's actually taking place next week. That will be a week from today on Tuesday, March 10th. Now that one's going to take place at 9:15 Central Time. All right, as I said, you guys stand by. Coming up next here, we've got meteorologist Byron Douglas kind of breaking down everything you need to know as you get out there, get going today. Stand by. He's coming up next. We'll be right back.
On your local news and weather throughout the day by watching the 14 First Alert streaming shows. At 8:30 a.m., get your First Alert forecast to plan the day ahead and catch up on the news that happened overnight with the 14 News Sunrise team. In the afternoon, get the latest headlines, forecasts, and a preview of the stories we're working on with the 14 First Alert streaming show at 2:30. And get an in-depth look at the 14 First Alert forecast so you're ready for the next big thing with the 14 First Alert weather show at 9 p.m. Watch the 14 First Alert streaming show that fits your schedule and works best for you. Streaming on your phone by downloading the 14 News app and the 14 First Alert weather app. On your smart TV by using the 14 News streaming app. And stream anytime on Facebook, YouTube, or on 14news.com. Stay connected and stay informed by watching the 14 First Alert streaming shows on your favorite streaming devices.
right, good Tuesday morning. I'm meteorologist Byron Douglas. Hope you're enjoying your day on this March 3rd. And we have an alert day. I'm going to take this full here so you can see it. And there we go. It's for tomorrow, especially during the morning. It's not going to be a big outbreak of severe weather. Good morning to Leslie Chapman for the folks that are tuning in here at 14 News. We do appreciate it. Laura, good morning to you. So in concerns Wednesday, we'll have more on that in a moment. And we also have an alert day for Saturday. But our alert day for tomorrow, especially during the morning hours. And as I say that, we are tracking some fog here early this morning. We talked about this. We could have some fog around portions of our viewing area until lunch. Marginal at the airport at 4 miles, 2.5 in Fairfield. Everybody else, what I call perfect visibility scores at 10 miles. So a little bit of fog, and we have some lightning. Talk about the classic March hodgepodge as far as weather is concerned. Some areas will be seeing clearing skies. We still have some lightning right up over Ferdinand. You get out towards St. Anthony, and then as you work just north of Dale, St. Henry there, kind of along Highway 62, Interstate 64, but Ferdinand. And then you get out towards Birdseye there, and then just north there of Siberia. And then as you get into western stretches of Crawford County, it's lightning. Not associated with the severe thunderstorm, but we had quite a bit of lightning very early this morning. And I'm just going to, and then we have pretty steady rain in Owensboro as well. And aloft to have lightning, we have a general risk for thunderstorms, so we're not anticipating anything in the way of severe weather. So we're not seeing any hail, but to have lightning, you have to have the component of some ice where we have that aloft. And I'm just looping the radar. And with winds out of the south, we should work off some of these clouds today. So temps, if we stay mired in the clouds, I think I have a cloud chart here. We're looking at about 68, but a little bit of sun as we go through the day. We could have a 72 or 73 in there. And look at Greenville's at 59 now. Where we have fog, we're at 45, 43 in Mount Carmel. Dundee is at 56. And between Greenville at 60, and if you're commuting over to Madisonville, all of a sudden you'll have to throw a good jacket on. But everybody will warm up very nicely. I mean, we only hit 40 yesterday, and our average high is at 52. So some clearing skies, warmer, still a little bit of fog up to 70. Showers tonight, a few storms after midnight. Here's the alert day, some showers and storms early tomorrow. And the challenge is, will we have enough energy to get another line going during the afternoon and evening? So we talked on 14 News Sunrise. Here we go at 11 a.m., then again at noon, showing some sun, mixing in with some clouds, so some filtered sunshine. So generally dry. We had some questions. What about the afternoon? I think it's going to be fairly dry during that time frame. And we're in the market for precipitation. We had 4,300s yesterday. We had about 210s here this morning. And then tomorrow, we're showing a line of showers and storms in early to support the development perhaps of a few severe thunderstorms where we could get winds at 58, along with 3/4 up to 1 inch hail. So this takes us through 8, 9 o'clock, so we could see some severe thunderstorm warnings during the commute, isolated severe weather threat, and we'll check in with the Storm Prediction Center. And then the challenge is, or will we have enough energy to get a subsequent round going during the afternoon and evening? We do have that potential. It's all on how much instability, how much sunshine we'll throw in as we go to the afternoon hours. And then we'll just tee it up again on Thursday. But right now yesterday when we were talking, the severe weather threat, we held off on the alert day, was generally north of Interstate 64. But it is a level 1 threat. Now, if the guidance wasn't showing much in the way of storms, I would have held off on the alert day. But it's showing a pretty promising line in on Wednesday morning. The rapid refresh, the HRRR model is not showing as much, so we could go through tomorrow morning and just be rain, a little bit of lightning, kind of what we experienced this morning. So it does not include a tornado threat. It's generally damaging winds. Of course, the component is that potential for damaging winds along with large hail. Saturday's an alert day. We have a vigorous system, nothing from the Storm Prediction Center as of yet, but I've seen enough looking at some of the upper level charts. A very vigorous system would push through. This could come in late Friday night and then into Saturday. So right now, the potential for a few severe storms and some disruptive weather as we go into Saturday. And then as we go into Sunday, the trend is we're still going to be well above average as we go into next week, which you'll see highlighted. On this date in 1960, we had 8 inches of snow on the ground. In March of 1960, we had 20 inches of snow. So March can be a wild ride. There's a look at the alert day. I'm going to take this full. And Thursday, we're looking at some showers and storms, but the severe weather threats are low. The 79 on Friday, if we hit that, that would knock out a 77, a record high we had back in 2023. And then Saturday, there's the alert day. Nothing yet from the Storm Prediction Center, but we have the potential, along with some minor flooding, as we go through our Saturday. As a system will pull through, and it could develop during the morning hours. That's something we'll monitor. And we'll know more as we get closer. And then Sunday, we fast forward on the time. And then look at next Monday. We stay well above normal during that time frame. And that is the trend up through about March 15th. Carol, good morning. Well, I wouldn't say, Carol, I am concerned tomorrow because we do have an isolated severe weather threat. I take each case individually, but pretty typical for when you have temperatures well above normal. So that's a really good question and a good point. William, 12/10 in your rain gauge. I appreciate it. Christy, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. So, yeah, for tomorrow, we do have that isolated. I'll go back as we go through. So these are temperatures generally you'd see in April, and some of the high temps in the 70s you would see in the month of May. And then if you have a vigorous system, you do have that potential. And of course, we have some tornado drills, one today across southern Illinois. So it's not going to be a big outbreak. We're not risk for tornado threat. I think the change on Saturday, we could have at least a slight risk across the area, but it's still very early in the game. I'll take that full. I just wanted to make that point. But that was a really good question. We do appreciate the questions that come on Facebook. So a few warnings that we would potentially, it's isolated severe weather threat. So we're not looking at a large volume of storms, but something we'll be looking at. Last time we had an alert day, we had all those tornadoes stayed north of the viewing area, but we were at risk for a tornado threat during that time frame. So we take these cases one by one. There's a look at the 7-day forecast. Thanks for tuning in. We spring forward on Sunday. And looking forward, we have a tour group coming to the station today, and I'll be over visiting with students, 7th graders over in Owensboro. I'll have your pictures up later on my Facebook page. Have a great day.